guys, Abraham here at the Acres. I hope you can hear me okay. Probably over the tractor you're good, but man, it is really windy today. But we got a little special today in that we have Andreas right next to me here. He's from Crescent Moon, and Andreas has been a key guy behind us getting our doors and our flooring and a few other things that their company's been able to provide for us have been salvaged from maybe an old school or a courthouse that maybe the township wants to take down. So Andreas is with us today. So thanks, Andreas, for all your help. It's been a thrill.
Thanks for having us.
To be involved with you and your company.
I don't want to see that estimate.
No, really? So are those different? Oh, those two are different? Okay. Yep. Okay.
And then this is for the siding.
That's the quote on the siding?
Yeah, here, so
Okay.
This was furnish and install. And what I did, the James Hardy one, I don't believe that you like that visual, but it could just be a color issue. So we could change the color, and James Hardy was the least expensive.
Wait, so now is that the white that you just showed us there?
The one that she liked was this diamond coat OCP, which was the most expensive. But this has all the trim moldings, all the terminations, the fascia, all that stuff would be included.
So yeah, is there a way to so of those three, I'm guessing they all three have a different texture?
Yeah, well, the panel siding you can get smooth, or you can have it with the cedar grains to them, and I can bring physical pieces.
And then is that where then you add the board or a batten or whatever? You add that to create the.
We usually, the seams are typically caulked when we've seen it installed and when we've done it, and then between the seams vertically or horizontally, there's actually like a L flashing that goes behind.
Well, we looked at the sheets and we decided we have a lot of lighting in the house and some fans. So we did go through and try to place like where the kitchen table was going to be, what type of lighting was going to be there, what rooms did we want to have a fan, and then what rooms did we want to have a sconce versus a can lighting. And really the purpose there is to make sure we have the proper wiring going to that location so that we can have the bid pretty close to what they're going to be. So we can still tweak some stuff, but it will still get us in the range of where we're at, that we're not we don't have a big difference in our price gap and what they're putting in for wiring. Sort of fun, so hard to envision the main house maybe to what's here, because here you got the structure, but in there's no, the trusses aren't there, they're laying on the ground out there yet. But I think we're close. I think we're like really close. And it's so cold and windy, even though it's supposed to be 45 degrees out right now, the wind is just crazy and it's cloudy. So, but yeah, what fun we're having. I think all three of us. So.
I definitely enjoy seeing the finished product. We work on renderings, we have beautiful salvage pieces, but being able to see it at this stage and envisioning how they're going to fit, making some modifications from the carpentry, the opening sizes, and then ultimately when we have the opportunity to put these nice doors in, nice flooring, all these finished goods, it's truly a pleasure. That's what I really enjoy about it.
Yeah, thanks, Andreas, for all your work and continued work yet. It has been fun. And by the way, Renee just told me that she just put the down payment down on doing geothermal. Whoa. So like 4 months ago, that would never have happened. Who knows how long this takes and what we'll actually continue to do.
it first. I didn't put it in our...
Alright, hey guys. It is the following day off that previous video that we just were working on, and you guys are seeing a bunch of the OSB going on top of the roof. And my, did it get windy. It just got windy and I didn't close it down. So it is the next day, and so I thought, well, you know what, it is the next day. Haven't gave a little recap of just sort of what's going on, so I thought I would do that. But the first thing I'm going to do is start you off with is grab my thermometer here that I have hidden behind the brooder, of which it's getting closer for our layer birds coming, layer chicks. And I wanted to show you the degrees, so hopefully we'll be able to see that there. It is at 24 degrees, and just saw the time, it's about 3:30 the next day. So we were low teens this morning, and yeah, so for the last like 3-ish days at least we've been in the 40s. And yesterday of course went crazy windy with that cold front coming in, and wow, yeah. So up there, you'll see in a moment, you maybe saw yesterday portion of that video that you just saw, it's quite mucky. And now here I just got done doing some chores, and then I also, here, let me show you my tracks. These are the tracks going down and taking the hay and putting it over into pole barn here. I'm just gonna go over to the edge of the fence and I can just sort of show you and tell you what I accomplished today. First off, the pole barn to me is holding up real well with these strong winds, so that's terrific. Those big leg screws are doing its job. But I do have 5 bales now behind the tractor, and I did put the tractor in there. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a whirl putting it in there. And I had been putting a battery tender on after I use it each time, but I thought, you know what, let's just put it underneath and see if this new battery holds up. I had gotten the battery tender before we had gotten the new battery a few months back, but I continued to use it with the new battery. But I thought, you know what, let's just put it under, that way I don't have to try and cover the tractor. So we have 5 bales in there. You may notice here in this run right along here in the front, looks a little rough. Well, we locked the cattle in for these warmer days so they weren't wrecking the pasture, but now with today and tomorrow not getting above freezing, I thought, well, I'm gonna let them way out there. So they're back out. I'm feeding them out there again for hopefully at least tomorrow and the next day. And did take the snowblower off the Kubota, the loader back on. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be into the sort of the mucky season right now. It's, you know, it's just beginning of March here, and but this is our area that probably will get quite worked up as it did last year. But we had a bunch of snow here last year, like 1.5 feet of snow. I kept feeding on top of, because I couldn't even get out into the field at that point. So they're coming along. Chickens are doing great. Today we had 21 eggs from older / a few newer birds in that group of 44 hens and 3 roosters. And then down here, these hens down here, there's 9 hens, 1 rooster. All 9 had 9 eggs, so we had 30 eggs today, which is really cool. The most since last season. I'll just walk down, and wow, it's sure nice walking though, and not slipping in mud right now. We still have the boar. I'm thinking he's taking care of his job. Well, about another 2 weeks we'll know if those pigs come back in the heat, but I think he took care of his job. I have them fed. And they can go back towards the trees if they want to. So then these girls, well, I don't know where, oh, there they are. There's a few of the hens right there. The cover that was on here, so that one blew off like a month back, but the cover that's on here is now laying right over here. So that blew off yesterday. I flipped it over, it landed in the mud. So there's how far we are on this side. We did not do anything here yesterday on this side. I don't think we did. We did a little bracing right up there though, on the top. And walking in through here. I'm gonna go through the garage because my feet are sort of dirty now. Even though it is only 24 degrees, that sun is shining, making it a little mucky. I guess these will be the stairs to go down the stairs, down to the basement. And then here'd be the entry to go up into that area up above the garage. Yeah, that'll be a nice, quite looking spacious area for us. And on this side, which I'll try and get it that the sun isn't in your eyes, but see, I gotta walk through all these, look at all these ruts on this side. They're like a foot tall. The foot deep, I guess a rut would be deep. All right, so there we go. It all needs to be stapled though on this side. Everything else on the other side is stapled. This side, I guess I should say, has been tacked with a bunch of 8s. Keep you low so that you don't get the sun. It goes across. But we do have those 2x4s going through, so we felt it was good enough and nothing was gonna happen. And then if I go right to there, I'll put you right there-ish. You can see that one truss coming across. So you know you're gonna get the sun, that edge there. So we have one there already, and that's, you know, sort of give you the flat feeling from the front. But that is where we're at. So with all that being said, hope you guys maybe enjoyed the little cooler weather that came in. Probably not. But it is only the beginning of March, so who knows what's gonna happen. I'm approaching this as it's step by step, we're getting there. And then also with the acres, it's spring and it's a little muddy, a little messy. So we have a little ways to go though before we can, you know, we'll get tightened up here. Everything will get closed up and get these ruts leveled off, and eventually landscaping will come. So it won't look too rough. I gotta think here. I think there was 2 things Renee said I should mention yet. One is our guys who are doing the steel on the roof. We just gotta let them know. So we have them out at least 2 weeks, so probably that and more. But only like 3-4 day notice, and they can come in and get her steeled. So that would be pretty cool. And today, Renee and the girls, they went and picked up 3 vanities at a local place we have called Cheap Charlie's. So that was really cool deal. I think that's it. Oh, and I'm still working on getting the hay out of the basement, and hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna start sucking some of that water out as well. We're probably at about 3 inches down there. Yeah, I gotta get the hay out. So I gotta, what my plan is to maybe set up like a sawhorse system, put some boards across and throw the wet hay on top so it drips, so it's not so heavy trying to lift it out of the hole. So, but apart from that, that's it. I'll give you that glimpse. There's nothing changed in the main house part. I'll show you there. Just wood is there. And oh, here, since I'm in the hall, I could sort of give you that angle of how that's going to look up there. So there's the roof line of this short hallway section. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for following along on our little journey here in expanding the acres and trying to get a house built, along with a shop eventually as well for the hold the product, so we can, those who are in the area can come and purchase it directly from there. But you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.